what are you doing all alone up here? Come on, come join us. Hey, we finally reached the ocean. We should be celebrating. You sure you want to stay here? What? Don't tell me you're afraid of the ocean. I've seen you stand up to titans. Why do you seem so terrified of some salt water? Hey. Look, I don't mean to push, but stop backing away from me while I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Oh my god. You're as white as a ghost. You're really scared. Hey, there are some large rocks over there. They could separate us from the others. How about you and I go talk things out over there, okay? Come on. Look, I'm really sorry if I offended you or anything when I was talking before. I was just trying to lighten the mood with a little banter, you know? Are you sure? Because if you're really scared, that's perfectly fine. I mean, we don't know anything about the ocean aside from the fact that it's all salt water, and apparently it's enormous. It's only natural to be afraid of something you don't understand. That's not it? Oh, then what's the issue? Of course. Look, you and I have known each other since we were kids, and we've been together since we were in training together. Anything you tell me, unless you explicitly tell me that I can tell other people, it stays between us. So what is it? What's going on with you? You don't like water? Okay, could you elaborate? Well, when you say that you don't like water, is it because you're afraid of it? Is it because you just don't like getting all wet? What exactly is your beef with water? It does something to you. That's kind of vague. I mean, yeah, water can hydrate you. Salt water can probably dehydrate you since it is very salty. I learned that the hard way, or perhaps the dumb way. It can drown you, it can clean you, it can make your clothes cling to you. What exactly does water do to you that you don't like? Okay, I won't be afraid, and I still won't tell anyone, I promise. What does water do to you that would scare me? Are you sure you're comfortable with showing me? I mean, you seemed pretty freaked out before. And I don't want to push you to do anything that you're not comfortable with. Okay, okay. As long as you're sure. Do you want me to follow you? Okay. Okay, we're standing in the water. Now what? Wait. For what? What the? Okay. You told me not to be afraid. I'm not exactly afraid. I am very confused and definitely concerned, but I'm not afraid. Could you explain exactly what it is that I am looking at? I mean, why do you suddenly have a fishtail, a giant fishtail, instead of legs? What's it called? You're a mer? That sounds familiar. Oh, didn't Armin have a book about them or something? I could have sworn they were called mermaids, though. Or is that just the name that humans give them? Ah, okay, so mer is the correct term. Alright, have you always been this? Sorry, that was extremely rude. I apologize. Have you always been a mer, or is it similar to Aaron's abilities in the sense that you can gain them, but you're not born with these powers? Okay, okay. You acquired these powers along the way. If I may ask, when did you first discover these new abilities of yours? Just before you and I got together. Do you remember how it happened? Really? You were just swimming in the lake during the full moon and suddenly this happened? No, no, I believe you. It's just... Well, it's difficult to believe just because I've never even dreamed that something like this could be real. But I trust that you're telling me the truth. Were you ever going to tell me about this? I mean, before we knew that we could finally see the ocean. Were you ever going to tell me? Right. No, no, it's okay. This is your ability, and it's your life. You don't have to tell me anything that you think would scare me away or put you in danger. I completely understand. Are you crazy? Of course I don't want to leave you. Especially not because of this. When I asked you out, I vowed to love and respect you for as long as you agreed to love and respect me. I mean, even if we'd broken up, we've always been friends, so I'd still respect you just as a friend, not as a partner. And to go back on that promise because of something like this, it isn't right. I promise to love you, all of you. And that includes any abilities you have, even ones that you're not showing me right now. Speaking of which, if you do have any other hidden powers or anything, tell me about them whenever you're ready. I'm not going to try to force you to talk about them or show them off or anything, because they're your powers, your abilities. And because they're yours, the choice is also yours. I could never force someone I love to do something that they don't want to do. I do have one request, though, if you'll humor me for a moment. Could I see how you swim with that? Sorry, that was a bit rude of me. I meant, could I see how you swim with your tail? Well, I'm mostly curious because it's not the same as a normal fish tail, and it's definitely very different from human legs. And I know when humans swim, we have to kick our legs, and when fish swim, their tails move from side to side, but I'm guessing that if you tried to move your tail side to side, that would probably hurt. So, do you just move it up and down, kind of like kicking, but with just one leg? That's amazing. Could I see you swim? Holy crap. Well, I guess I shouldn't be surprised by how well and how quickly you can swim. I mean, you have a tail. That's kind of what it's for. That's incredible. You're incredible. I'm really glad that you felt comfortable sharing this secret with me. And I promise I will do everything I can to help you keep this secret from anyone who might try to exploit it. You don't need to thank me for being a decent human being, and for doing what any kind, caring, loving partner would do for the person that they love. I promise. Your secret is safe with me.